Tutti Raw, Tutti Raw, Tutti Raw, Tutti Raw. Man, where should I begin? Should I begin being that you 5'10", 108 pounds, and you definitely will be a victim to be assaulted once you get to the penitentiary? Or Tutti Raw, should I hit on the fact that you have so many videos of you sitting up in the trap spot, flashing all this money, talking about how you get your money and what you do? And I tell you about that social media. Should I talk about how your dad gets on camera and incriminates you and talks about how you making $1,500 a day in the trap spot? Or should I talk about how you then got caught with that pistol with a switch that makes it an automatic weapon? But you know what? I'm going to just put all of them together, man, and just soak it all in to just really just soak that game up, man. So, Tutti Raw, as you know, was caught with a switch. He's caught with a switch. Now, stay to the end of this video because I'm finna drop a real good jewel in here that I've dropped y'all before about his daddy, And Lil Boosie, man, if you need some consultation, you need some good legal advice, man, reach out and talk to me, man. I'm going to tell you what your son need to do. I'm going to tell you in this video what a lot of y'all need to do when you catch that type of case. So listen up close, man. I'm trying to help you out. Listen. Okay. So we got Tutti Raw, man, just looking at his police report, getting caught with that burner, man, getting caught with that burner, with that switch. It is now a state case as it sits. It is a state case. And I've told you guys in other videos before, when you catch a gun case, a prohibited gun case, especially something like Tutti Raw has, to where that gun has been altered to be a machine gun and shoot automatic rounds, what the best thing that Tutti Raw could do, being in the position that he's in, is waive his right and ask for a speedy trial. Waive his right for a speedy trial and go and take the deal in the state. Now, why is that, y'all? I know y'all saying, hey, coach, man, why should somebody just go ahead and take a deal in the state, man? And why shouldn't they fight it? And well, I'm going to tell you why. Just like I told y'all when his dad got caught with the gun. What happened when his dad got caught with the gun? He did not, he thought he was getting free with the state, but the feds picked it up, okay? Well, in the case with Tutti Raw, because he thumbs his nose at the police all the time, you always disrespectful. And I told y'all that these alphabet people, they all have a room. The alphabet people, they all have a room where 24 hours a day, they monitor your social media. And certain people's social media, not the entire world, certain people who got a light shined on them, Tutti Raw being one of them. And his daddy, put the light on. You dig? This how Boosie got caught. This is how they was on Boosie's tail with a helicopter looking at him. I mean, because they seen it on social media and they sent a helicopter to scope out where he was at. Then, had a traffic stop and caught him with a pistol. This is why he going to the feds. Same thing with Tutti Raw. They own your case, man. They've been looking at your social media. They see that you at trap spots. And guys, when they start looking, when they weigh the fact of you around work in a trap house and you've admitted it, right? You making $1,500 a day, which you admitted it. That means that they're illegal narcotics. And now the fact that you add a gun with that makes you a dangerous criminal. So the best thing that Tutti Raw could do is waive his right to a speedy trial, take a deal in the state. Take a deal in the state. And by being a first-time offender, he gonna get about a year state time, which means you're not gonna do that much time. 2 years at the most, probably like a year. But see, he ain't gonna do that. See? Because Lil Boosie think they smarter than the system. He think he can save his son. So what's going to happen is this case is going to play out, y'all. And y'all remember, y'all heard it on my channel first. It's going to play out. And instead of him taking that deal, which he could go do that right now, he could go to them people and say, look here, man, I want to work this out. Man, just go ahead and give me the time. I'll go do this year and I'm done. Oh, no. That's giving the feds time to pick this case up. And it will be a federal case being caught with an automatic weapon, which is basically a modified machine gun. And let me tell you guys, even being a first-time offender, the max that carries is 10 years. But being that he is a first-time offender, he would probably get like maybe 2 to 4 years, something like that. Don't want to lie to you. About 2 to 4 years, you're going to do about 90% of that time in the feds. So at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. Would you rather go do 1 year in the state, which you probably won't have to do a year, and then over a next couple of years, you can get your record expunged. See, a lot of y'all ain't up on that, getting your record expunged. You can get your record expunged to where that stuff don't show up no more in a state case after a couple of years. Or go to the feds to where now you have to get a pardon to get this stuff off your record. Because here's the thing, either way it goes, 5'10", 108 pounds, Tutti Raw is going to somebody's penitentiary. And I'm going to tell you, man, I'm concerned about Tutti Raw. Once I seen that paperwork and seen that this dude is 5'10", 108 pounds, the first thing I said is, he's going to be somebody's prison wife. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That man can't protect himself. What is he going to do against somebody my size? I'm just 225. 220, about 225, 228. Man, it's people in there, man, way bigger than me that I would have problems with. And this dude's up in there, man, that got eggplants, man, the size of a damn gas pump. You feel me? And Tutti Raw is fresh meat. You dig? Man, they're going to be having dibs on Tutti Raw, man, when he get to the penitentiary, especially if he hit a federal yard. Especially if he hit a federal yard. You dig what I'm saying? And being in the South, man, it's over for him. So see, once again, man, it boils down to your social media. See, here's the gem of this. Let me let y'all know something. In the court system, they have what are called like street interpreters. Like, because I was in law enforcement at one time, I've been in the streets, I could be a street interpreter. Now, what is a street interpreter? That's somebody that can say, hey, man, when people say trap spot, that means this is a place where they sell illegal narcotics, right? A street interpreter, will get up on the stand and say, when a person says X, Y, and Z in street terms, it means this. And I'm here to tell you, when that happens, guys, they take their word for it. I personally had somebody close to me back in the day. Now, if y'all from the West Coast and ride Daytonas, we call them things. We call them things. And I personally had somebody that I knew back in the day who was like, man, I got to put them things back on my Chevy. Well, they had a wiretap on his phone, right? And when he got to court, they had a black street interpreter who worked for the department, and he said that things, now everybody know that things are things. Mac 10 made a song called On Them Things. Them things, right? But the street interpreter said things is a street term for kilograms of that white powder. And guess what? They believed it. And this person went away for conspiracy, for 10 years at that. Not getting caught with that, but just over a phone call. So Tutti Raw, man, I hate to say it, but just like your father, you're going to pay for a lot of sins for what your father did. You're going to pay for a lot of stuff that, like the Marlo Mike did. And, I really do feel bad for Boosie in a way, and then I don't, because you see him on videos constantly trying to get his son out of this stuff and out of this lifestyle. But the thing is, you brought him in. It's kind of hard to let's just say, discipline your kids when you've been letting them get away with stuff their entire life. Like, if a kid ain't never did their homework before, for the first 13 years of their life, it's kind of hard to go put them on punishment when they 14 years old. You dig what I'm saying? So it's kind of his fault. And he sees the error of his ways. But guys, it's a strong possibility that him and his father may be sharing a jail cell. So yeah, man, I didn't want to keep y'all too long on this video. I got many more to come about this subject as I get more information. But yeah, I just found it just crazy that Tutti Raw is 5'10", 108 pounds. You are straight up on your way to becoming a prison wife. You're not going to be able to defend yourself, period. He ain't never had to defend himself. He's not a street person. And like I said, just because people have a lot of money don't make them smart. Anybody can go get a lawyer, but the best thing to do when you get caught dirty and you have something that could potentially turn into that federal case, if they pick it up, you definitely want to waive your right to a speedy trial and go ahead and take that little year that the state gonna dish out for you before the feds have time to get a hold of it and prosecute you and indict you. Because you can't get a double jeopardy. Once you have taken that time in the state, the feds can't go back and say, well, no, take him up out the state. I want to give him fed time. No, you done with it. You over. Sometimes you got to know, man, when you have lost. You got to know which battles to fight. And in this case, Tutti Raw has lost this fight and the battle and the war. The best thing he could do is cop him a plea, or maybe he's going to tell on somebody. I don't know. But other than that, man, hit this like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, man. And if any of y'all need some consultations about how to move out here in the world, these are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to get away with crime or how to avoid stuff. But I am kind of qualified to give you a little bit of legal advice to move through the legal system, man, so you can kind of keep things off your back. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, a wise man, only a wise man, a smart man seek wise counsel. That's all I'm telling you. You have to be a person that has wise counsel, wisdom. And in order to get that wisdom, you have to have went through some things. And guys, y'all know my background. But other than that, man, y'all have a blessed day. Shout out to Tutti Raw. Shout out to Lil Boosie. I'm praying for all of y'all, but the truth is the truth. Y'all have a blessed day.